How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Tech Chess. Over here today, we're gonna be doing something very special. But before we get into that, I know you guys have been wondering where I've been, why I've been so MIA, and I have a lot to explain to you guys. I'll do that in a follow-up video later on Tech Chess. But thank you for tuning in. Regardless, we're doing a follow-up video on Laravel and Jetstream, the video that we did previously, and essentially we're just gonna be responding to your comments. So without further ado, let's get down to it. Alright, so the idea that I had today is that I was going to be taking a look at your comments and see and interact with you guys on based on whatever it is that you guys had inquiries about in this particular framework and this particular package for this framework, that is Laravel, Jetstream, and Inertia JS. So well, without further ado, I'm going to be starting to look at the comments from the bottom up. I'm going to do this in a list style. Whoever came first leaves first. So I'm going to start with Pumpkinhead. He says that he appreciates the video, but however the background music is too loud and distracting. Understood, bruv. I will get rid of background music. Next time maybe I'll use some lo-fi bits, but yeah, I've gotten what you've said, and yeah, I'll make sure I work on that background music for sure. Kamal Mal Awarachi. Jesus, what a good name. What a really beautiful name. Kudos to you, bruv. Thank you for your comment. Says, thank you very much for this video. I learned Vue.js Inertia with your support. I have never worked with Inertia or Vue before nicely. Thank you, bruv. Thank you for the really nice big up. We have Steriadi over here. He says, very good this video. You are the best. Can you help me with the next problem? I have a form with many inputs that come autocomplete from MySQL when loading the page. When the user makes a chain of one or more inputs with, where's the English here? With can I identify with Vue.js if the form has changes? So I guess he's saying that, I think he's pointing out where he has a modal form and whenever he like clicks the X, it doesn't like fully disappear. And so that's a common Vue.js resolution you have to do. For every time you have to hit the submit, or even if you hit the X button, every time the modal disappears, you call a jQuery. Okay, not even a jQuery. Call a DOM reset function for that form. That particular form. Don't want to define each input in Vue.js and save its initial state, then check each input if it differs from the initial state. This will require lots of lines of source code. That's true. So yeah, just follow on with that. So he's asking me if I can make a short video about how the user's access to content is implemented according to rights. So that's a video on middleware. So let me get down to that. I actually prepped it. I prepped this a few days ago. So let's actually check this out. Here's the code. Here's the source code actually, which I have actually uploaded onto GitHub, and I will give you guys the link. It will be in the description down below. So what has happened here is we have come and done a few things. First, we've called this particular function called PHP artisan make. It's called make middleware, where we create some certain middleware that for as long as you fulfill whatever the middleware requires you to do, then you can access whatever you want to access, whatever resource that you want to access. So there's this function over here, make middleware, and then you call the name of the middleware. So in my situation, I did PHP artisan make middleware admin. So it's actually administrator, but I'm just doing this for the purpose of showing you how and where the middleware will be created. So I'm gonna press enter, and it's going to say middleware created successfully. So you come in here into the middleware folder, and you'll find my administrator middleware is here. There's this admin, and this is the basic structure of how middleware looks. So you can see this return next request just means that whatever is being passed in as a request through this, it just goes on and carries out the following function. So we want to, in this situation, whatever we want to do is we want to actually only do this when a certain fulfillment is done, and in comes the administrator middleware. So generally I'm just going to call this in particular. So I'm just going to say if my authenticated user is an administrator, then return the next request. And this is how I have it like inside my database. If I go into my migrations, I go into my users table, and then I see this. This is what I have as my another additional column, which is a boolean. So you'll only be seeing zeros and ones on this. It's called isAdmin, and the default is false, so which means the default will be a 0. So in this situation, that means any user who will register into this application will by default not be an administrator. But in this situation, as you can see, I created a seeder, and this seeder is the admin seeder, which creates a new administrator, yeah, who is a user in this application. So he'll be logging in with this email and this password right here, which I've hashed, of course, in the database. And then I've set isAdmin to true, and then I've saved him into the database. So that's essentially how you do it, and then you call it within this database seeder. Now, once doing that, you can actually call this auth user is admin. So this will either return true or false. So if he's not an administrator, then you are bot. If he's an administrator, then you go on with the request. So we're going to abort to a 403, which means forbidden, and I'm just going to write here the reason why we have been forbidden to access a particular resource. So after creating my new middleware, I'll come and register it in the kernel. Now inside the kernel, we have this place called protected route middleware, where we can list down the particular route middlewares that we want to put in. The one that I've put in this situation is this one, which is the admin, which goes to the administrator class, which is this particular file over here. So it initializes whatever is inside there and then does the handle function, which is this particular function right here. So once that handle function is committed, then the following request can participate, and that's generally what middleware are. So to answer your question, Steriadi, I'll do a short video based on this particular thing, because there's more advanced things you can do when making middleware, like you can use pivoting routes and then do link up play right there with the different classes and with the different models that you will be creating in the process. Christopher Nyandoro, 3 months ago. I'm sorry for the late reply, by the way, guys. I've just been extremely off and extremely busy, but I'm here now and I'm going to be making a lot more content for you guys. Question from Christopher Nyandoro. He asked, dude, are you on Mac or on Windows? I think it's Windows. So what theme is that, and can I have it? So I know what he's talking about, actually. So this is my screen right here. This is like my main screen. There's nothing else on the other screens, like left and right. There's nothing else on those other screens. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the plane without my face cam. So essentially the theme that I'm using over here, what I'm using to make my themes be is this little thing called rain meter. So this is it essentially, and all you just need to do is come in here and download. Then after downloading and installing, you'll see some default skins coming into play. After doing so, what you'd want to do is just check rain meter skins DeviantArt. For those who don't know what DeviantArt is, it's just a place where artists post their various projects for daily consumption by other users. You can like, you can share it, you can use it for your stuff. and pretty much be happy and content. So this is a rain meter skin, this is a rain meter skin, this is a rain meter skin, this is also a rain meter skin. All these, all whatever you see in this situation over here, those are all rain meter skins that you can actually find yourself. Rain meter is completely free, but some skins you might find they are very at a very premium price. So you can even make your own themes. There's one I really enjoyed, that was the Spider-Man one, but I think next I'm going to change. In fact, let me actually show you guys that I'm going to change to this particular one. So this is it. This is what we have. Then what we essentially want to do is we want to come in here and hit download. It will download as a rain meter skin. So I've joined in. I am in DeviantArt, but I don't know why it's not. I'm already a Deviant, so I'm just gonna log in. This is my username for gaming, by the way. So if you guys are up to playing some Apex, some FIFA, hit me up. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna download it, I'm gonna save it, and then I'm just gonna click on it. So this is what it does. So it's saying rain meter 4.4 or higher is required to install this package, which means I need to update my rain meter. But nonetheless, this is all rain meter. This is all rain meter. I can decide speakers, I can mute them, which I have. Actually, I was listening to my own audio, and now it's back live. I can click on this and go to the trash, which is the recycle bin right here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing else really. And then this doc over here, this is a doc called Nexus, so I'm just going to type it in over here. So Nexus doc, that's all you just need to check out. So you come in here, I think it's winstep.net Nexus doc. That's the best, that's actually the place where you're supposed to get it, and just download it and go ham. Do whatever it is that you want to do with that particular item, that tool. Okay, next question. I'm being told by Dan Boyle the background music is too distracting, and if he wants music, he will just play some of his own. No problem, bruv. I don't know if you meant that in a polite way or what, but yeah, nonetheless, just another negative comment about my background music. Muataz Al Ali, 3 months ago. Again, I apologize for the lateness. Think about this, please. Can you create a tutorial? Oh, think about this. Is thank or thank you for this? Maybe, I don't know. Or think about this. Please, can you create a tutorial crash course about live notification in socket.io without pusher and Firebase? That's a task, bro. Without pusher and Firebase. But the thing is, you can do it if you're just going to base every socket.io on the JavaScript part. So I like that challenge. Just using socket.io, so that's fine. I'll do something on that. I like that challenge. I will do it definitely. Roberto Casarini, 3 months ago again. Thank you for this video, very informative. Only a question: is it a good thing that the API routes for courses and students are outside Sanctum middleware? Don't they need to be protected? That's a good shout, bro. That's a good shout. Sanctum middleware definitely needs to be protected. I mean, what am I saying? These routes definitely need to be protected by Sanctum middleware. So whatever you need to do is you just enable that as a middleware. And because it's Sanctum middleware and you're going to be calling it within the application, it needs to be auth Sanctum verified. And best thing is, if you're going to access it from an outside application, you need to enable an API login function where the user can actually get the API tokens that are required to log this person in. That being said, you know what to do, you know what it is. Muhammad Muminur, source code please. I'll share the source code on this. It's actually in the description below. Source code down in the link in the description below. William Van Orange Stadge. What's that name, man? That's tough. Okay. It says, don't watch with WhatsApp web on. I kept looking all because of the music. Otherwise, great video. I learned and it helped a lot. Okay, thank you very much, bro. Background music, I see it's a very promoting trend. I want to just see a positive comment about the background. Yeah, we have one here. Arif Mamadov, thank you for the video. I really liked background music as well. Well done. Good luck. Thank you, bruv. Thank you so much. Appreciation. You see, one positive comment for the background music. Respect. Anyway, what do we have to do? This is Onur Gultekin. What do we have to do if we put the API resources to Sanctum middleware? API returns unauthenticated when we call the API endpoint because we do not know users token at login. How to get token when the user logged in successfully? Okay, yeah, I get that question. It's asking how do we log in successfully if we require the token to be displayed. In this particular application, maybe if we're using it like an API, if we're using the Vue.js like an API calls, we need that particular token to be able to be authorized to do CRUD properties like create, read, update, and delete within any specific controllers or model. We need those API keys, and this is how we are going to create them using Laravel Sanctum. Okay, so I've shown you what we've done with the middleware. There's something else that I have done is I have actually created a controller called random controller. And inside here, I've done a public function login, which takes in the request, and okay, this thing for password validation rules don't need to be there per se, but regardless, let it continue. So I declared a new user, so I said user variable is equal to user where the email and the request email match and get the first one. So if I don't get a user, okay, if I don't get a user, or if I don't get the passwords matching, or both, yeah, then I have to return the response JSON. The message is hawezi. Hawezi is Swahili for you can't. So if this doesn't go through, then it will come straight down here, which will return a response of user token is the bearer token. Now this is the function that you need to actually know, and it's actually on the documentation for Laravel, so you guys can go and check it out and see what it is about. So if you look at this is a bearer token. Yeah, I've done bearer, then spaced, and then let it join with the user create token and all those things. Now, here's the beauty and the trick about everything over here. You see this particular command over here is to get the remote IP address from the server of the application, and then it returns a plain text token to the user who is logging in, and then it's also going to return the IP address itself so that we know what IP address it was that logged in. So that being said, that's how we go about that. So we're going to test this actually, because I've registered this route down here at web.php. Was it at web.php? No, it was actually at api.php, which it doesn't actually require any middleware, because to log in as a user, you don't actually need to be a user to be able to try and key in the details. You have to actually log in to, authenticate yourself. So it doesn't need any middleware to be fulfilled. So this is the route. This is a post request. It's just as expected. Login, going to the random controller at the login function. Pretty much very standard. Now, next thing I'm going to show you is how to ping that using Postman. So I'm going to use Postman for this particular test. So this is where we are. I'm going to put some stuff in the body. This is the email and the password. And all I have to do is hit this API login. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to run php artisan serve Once that is done, I'm going to come inside Postman and ping that particular route for the random controller, which is held by API login, and then I hit send. So once it's done, okay, unknown database, which means my XAMPP is not on. So I'm gonna have to close this down. So I'm gonna open XAMPP and I'm gonna press send. Alright, so I've pressed send and this is particularly it. So I've gotten the user and all the details of the user, which is administrator reach@stevenyanumba.com. Is admin is 1, email verified at is null, and then we all have all this. And then we return the token, which is this, and then we have the IP address, which is this. So if we were to go to somewhere that is forbidden, for example, like let's say now we take this bearer token and I'm going to put it inside my headers. So we have authorization here. We have that. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my authorization tag right there. What I'll do next is I will actually come and create some commotion within my web.php and show you guys that I can't access my dashboard. So essentially what I can do over here is I can put it as, so I have to come in here. These routes are actually protected by middleware. There is students, so /students. If they were not protected by this middleware, then we would actually be done. So check this out. So if this /students goes like this, you can see the post method is not supported for this route. That's interesting. Oh, post, you need to be get. So you can see I can't get. Okay, so this is particularly what is going down. It's loaded the entire page, which I didn't want to do. But if I did this like so, then it will tell me to log in. But because I have now the authorization to check it out, then I can check it out. Simple as. So that's how it is, that's how it looks, and that's pretty much how you set aside those things. So that is Sanctum middleware authentication, and it's actually not so hard if you really think about it. Everything it looks good. Next question is Mupenzi Julian. Hello brother, could you coach me on how to insert a Laravel free payment in my school project? Thanks. I'll do a video on that, Julian. Thank you for reaching out for sure. I will do a video on that. Thank you for that idea, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Mike Harvey says, nicely done, I really enjoyed it. Looking forward to additional videos from you. I guess my next step is figuring out how to protect those APIs. Is that posted anywhere? If not, I will post after I figure it out. And by the way, did you get a new keyboard? Well, we've covered that part for the APIs and protection, so you don't really have to do it, but thank you for the offer. Thank you for the I appreciate the offer. I wish you probably did it. Maybe you've done it, I don't know. But protection is quite easy. It's the middlewares that we have to really figure out. And then we asked, if not, we asked, by the way, did you get a new keyboard? No, I did not, sadly. Cash has not been good to me on this part, but soon maybe. I'm planning on upgrading my entire PC setup. Owonubi Job Sunday. He says, nice video. Only one thing though. The font is too small. I had to stress my eyes. Please maximize it for future videos. I think I saw this comment at some point and I was just like, okay, I think now maybe my stuff is good. I don't know. Should I increase it more? I don't know. Maybe like so. But this is a bit too big for me, and then this is my perfect size, but it's probably too small for you, so that's why I've settled for this. I hope that's okay. Rocky Coombs, hello, thank you very much for this video. I would really appreciate you showing me how to update and delete I am a newbie. Well, you came to the right place, bruv. So in updating and deleting, let's say for example we have this particular students, and yeah, this is actually quite right. So let's say we had the students, yeah, and we had the courses, right? Those are the two entities in this situation that should be deleted. So what we're going to do is essentially we are just going to take a look at the JavaScript in this particular situation, because the JavaScript and the view are what actually hit these controllers. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna try and show you what it is that we did in order for this to work. So I'm gonna go to my resources, JavaScript, and I'm gonna go to pages and students. Okay, so this is pretty much it. So essentially this is the model body and this is the form that is used to fill in for adding a new item into the database, adding a new student. So if we go and if we go ahead and just, you know, simulate that, let me actually do that. So if we actually do that, we log in as the administrator and put in the password like so. Oh, the password is like so. So this is the password. We click on this page, go to the student section, and you can see immediately there's a student within here. So if I can decide actually to delete this one student, although PHP version 8 is not letting me prosper. We'll get back into that first. In a normal circumstance, PHP version 7.4, this will have been working. Adrian Gajos, you use Inertia.js and still use Axios to call API. It's totally wrong. That I understand, bruv. It's not totally wrong. There's so many ways of killing a rat. So whatever it is that stands out for you, just go ahead and do it. Whatever it is that will make you much more happier in using. If you want to use Axios, if you want to use the $ Inertia, go for it. Be my guest. Next comment is Nicanor Huaman Lima. He's written it in Spanish, but it's pretty much saying the same thing as Adrian Gajos. Let me try estimate my Spanish. I think I hear too many people speak. ¿Por qué no trabajas el CRUD con Inertia? Lo estás haciendo como si fuera API REST. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. You're using Inertia as you're using this view as an API REST instead of, you know, calling the Inertia function. Orhan, you can use group like this: route middleware, auth sanctum, verified group, route get dashboard function, yada yada yada. So essentially this is what he is saying, and I put this down. I think I put this down when I saw it, and I said I was going to come and show you guys what to do about it. Yeah, so this is it. This is how I've done mine. So definitely you can do this, all of you, if by your choosing. This is pretty much child's play, really. They're giving you an option to use the middleware, the prefix, and the group. Easy. All right, so the last comment over here is called from by Nagesh Ravori, which was posted 2 days ago. He says, excellent video, liked it very much, but the font size is too low. It's difficult to see the commands. I agree, bruv, and that's why I've done what I needed to do when it came to increasing the font. I don't know if this is enough. I actually don't know if this font is enough. Maybe I need to increase it more, maybe less. Comment down in the comment section below and let me know. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for tuning in into this video. This is just a follow-up for Jetstream and Inertia, so it's not gonna take long. It's not supposed to take long. So I need to just call it a night. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And now I probably need to make some few announcements. For starters, thank you so much for your support, ladies and gentlemen. I really do appreciate it. We have hit 100 subscribers in less than 2 months of us posted, less than 4 months of posting that particular video for Laravel Jetstream. And you guys, that particular video is the most I have gotten in engagements out of any other video that I've ever done, and I really appreciate you guys. It means a lot to me that you guys are actually learning from this and learning from me, and taking matters into your own hands and trying to sort out your stuff. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much for all the encouragement. I hope this channel keeps on growing and growing wildly. Yeah. And yeah, all in all, you guys are the ones who make this channel, so thank you so much. So that's gonna wrap it up for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something today, and yeah, I hope that we're gonna be continuously learning in future times to come. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Yeah, and God bless. Peace.